It
Uh,
is.
yeah, okay.
And now we have Ghost Spook is next on the list.
Yes, time for Jojo. Speaking of spooky things, it's time for Ghost Spook by Jojo Fuck
Hmm.
McLovin.
Okay, we've got a narrator, a June, a Dave, a
Rose.
Rose, a June. Okay, June again.
Four friends. Okay, so Jade. Yeah, Jade.
Uh, I would. Okay, Jade.
Oh.
I'll do June and Jade. If you want to do narration on this one, um, that would be good.
Yeah, Jade's. There's a Jade here.
Okay.
Yeah, I can narrate this one. Uh,
Okay. Rose and Dave. You want to do Rose and Dave as well?
yeah. If
Okay, sounds good.
if there's a sequel, will it be called Ghost Spook S'more? You'll have to ask Jojo. Answer is hopefully. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready and I'll take it away.
Okay, this is Are You Afraid of the Dark? Rose Lalonde edition.
Everyone knows ghost stories aren't real, Rose.
June said, stuffing a s'more in her mouth. Jade watched in awe as the morsel was obliterated in record time. Yeah, ghosts are fake as fuck. They're not scary at all. Agreed, Dave, joining Jade to watch his friend shovel in s'mores like a s'more backhoe. My ghost stories are certainly that, June. What's more, they're true, Rose said with a quiet dignity, crossing her leg on the stump at the edge of their campfire. June gesticulated, for she couldn't speak with her mouth as full as it was.
I'll tell you what, if you can scare me, I'll give you $100.
A grin tugged Rose's raven-colored lips. I take cash or check, Miss Egbert. Rose turned the flashlight under her chin, the stereotypical visage of the campfire ghost storyteller. The shadows made her usually soft features sharp in shadow, and her lavender eyes were even more wide than usual. It all started long ago, on a night like tonight, Rose began. Oh man, what are the odds? Dave said, eliciting a chuckle from his peers. Rose was undeterred, continuing with a knowing smirk. A night like tonight, crisp and clear. The moon shone high above. 4 friends went into the woods, much like us, on a benign trip. One friend, a lovely girl with raven hair, walked into the woods to gather sticks for the fire. Rose looked at Jade when she spoke, and in spite of herself, Jade glanced at her hair, which was quite raven. June, too, went so far as to run a hand through hers. Dave leaned back, watching amused. The girl didn't return for ages, and her 3 friends became worried. She was something of a mountain woman, familiar with the woods. She was the last person to return late from a firewood trip, so they set out to look for her.
Was she okay?
June asked, nerves creeping into her voice.
Don't worry, June. It's not real,
insisted Jade, but she sounded unconvinced. Rose continued. It was utterly strange. The group couldn't find their lost friends. Not a trace, not a scrap of cloth, nor a splash of blood. All they found was a pile of sticks. The group was quiet now. Even Dave had leaned forward to listen. Later, a search party combed the woods for her, but she was never found. But they did find an old doll, a small one, the kind a kindly grandmother might keep on a shelf above the fireplace. The friends took the doll from the woods as a reminder of their mysteriously missing friend. The group took a breath. Rose couldn't believe how easy it had been to goad the men. They didn't speak, and the surrounding woods crackled. Years passed. The friends passed the doll between them in memory of their lost friend. The police never found a body, no sign of a struggle, nothing. The friends had put it out of their minds. Until one day. Rose paused. A delicious pause for her, a pause which her friends all didn't dare break. One friend dropped the doll, the little raven-haired porcelain doll. Dropped it on the floor, shattering its sweet little face. When they dropped the doll, you see. Rose looked from June to Jade to Dave. It bled. Rose's voice seemed to fade into the forest. There was a long silence, broken by Jade laughing softly.
Don't worry, guys. Like I said, all a fake story. Right, Rose?
She said, offering comfort to her now spooked buds. Rose simply turned the flashlight off, shrugging. Who's to say? She said. It was darker now, the fire was fading, and the sun had set all the way. Rose prodded the fire with a stick, crossing her legs. Fire's going out, Dave said, trying desperately to change the subject. Sure is, Rose said. Jade, dear, would you care to grab some more firewood from the woods, or would you rather go to sleep? Jade blanched. She looked from Rose to her friends.
No, yeah.
Jade exaggerated a yawn.
No way, I'm sleepy. Right, guys?
Dave and June nodded enthusiastically. Very well, friends, Rose said smugly. Sleep well.
Nice.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
Okay. I don't know if JoJo's in chat, but if she was, this is good shit, JoJo.
Yeah, and very well written.
Yeah, fun to read.